Okay, all right. This is 19 different types of intense, but I am so ready. I am so ready. Let's go. Let us now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. I think that's the first time he's ever actually said the words. So that's nice. I like that. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. It's true, actually. Now that you mention it. Although, back then, I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. Yeah, well, things change. At the time, I believe Phoenix may have saw Apollo as a means to an end, but that's no longer the case. We are co-workers, we are friends, we are colleagues, and we're gonna kick some ass! You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Not like height-wise, you're still a short guy, but still! Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though. Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Okay, never mind. Maybe you don't want any sentimentality. Yeah, okay, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Man's on a mission! Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. And we don't actually know what he was like before all of this. This could just be who he is. If so, then damn. They really did make it very easy to indict him. Anyway, this asshole. Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. I wonder if anybody told him why. Detective Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yep, because there's only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice! In Justice We Trust! Well, you know, in this aspect, you're not wrong.
Objection!
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? Yeah, more than I thought I ever would. I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Yeah, that's honestly kind of making him come off as even more suspicious, honestly. Tell me about it. He must be feeling awfully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. All right, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay, all right. The embodiment of justice. Man, you're the embodiment of being full of it. Ha 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 ha! I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it. Interesting that you don't seem to feel bad about that anymore at this exact moment, huh? Interesting that. So you're saying that suspicions against you are completely false? And that the defendant is the real culprit? That's right! Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial! He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder! You don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is!
Objection!
And would you knock that mess off? Don't make me break out a dictionary on you! I'll do it! I did it to Athena, and I'll do it to you! Ah! They had a Scrabble night. It was fun. Please don't throw the book at me! Ugh. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Let's just try not to lose focus, all right? It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna make it work. But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice. He is justice, and he has the clearest eyes of anybody in this courtroom. So what are you even on about? You wear glasses.
Silence.
We have no time for your theme music. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner, after all. Some part of him has got to feel mildly conflicted about all of this. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. And we respect that immensely about you, Judge. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away, and don't hold back! Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination. All right, well... Nothing that he said is... provably contradictory. Contradictory, yes, just not provably. I don't have anything in my inventory to dispute it. So that's a problem. All right, I guess we just gotta...
Hold it!
Press it until we can find a little hole to start picking at. The embodiment of justice? Those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Well, that can just occasionally be pure delusionalism, but all right. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true? By wishing over and over? Well, I mean, sure, I guess in a broad sense, but I mean, it's mostly hard work or dumb luck. All right, let's just move on. All right, let's see. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments.
Hold it!
All right, but what if I do anyway? My arguments are hardly far-fetched, although they might be Galarian. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. Huh. You know, I'm sure Knight is definitely going to appreciate that joke. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. Yo, yeah. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright, right, Dono? Especially about that lighter. Yeah, no. Current theory, that is falsified as all hell. He's right. But what exactly should I ask about? The number of prints, the position of the prints. I'm not entirely sure what the main difference would be. I mean, neither of these actually seem any overwhelmingly better than the other. I guess the number? So how many prints were found exactly? 3, the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Your Honor, this is an important statement. Could we please have it added to my testimony? You got it. You beat me to it. Ha ha ha! Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key. Speed don't mean nothing if you don't have the strength and durability to actually take advantage of it. Anyway, 3 prints were on the lighter, the thumb, index, and the middle fingers on the right hand. Okay, do I have something that could work with that? I might. Hang on. Oh! The perp held a lighter with an earth emblem on it in their left hand and a knife in their right. Oh, then yeah, okay. That's the only thing I like. These are the only things about the lighter I even have. So I was kind of just hoping for the best on that one. Let's go! Let's use it! You say the prints were from a right hand. Is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. What doesn't add up? Most of everything, quite frankly, but one thing at a time. According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, who has no reason to lie, by the way, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh? So, here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? You're right. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness claims don't even hold water. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. They're definitely right handprints. But then, why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statements? Ah, I've got it! What have you got, Detective? I'd love to hear it. No, for real, let's go. What do you got? The mirror! The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Go on. Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. I guess it's not entirely infeasible, but I mean, at the very least, wouldn't Aura have seen 2 of the perpetrator at that point? You know, one close and one further away as a reflection? Because it seems, from the image we're given, she's only seeing 1. Although it's a hypothetical image, not an actual, like, picture we have or anything. Which is frustrating! There is a big mirror, yes. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room, that's right. And across the room on the opposite wall is a big ol' heckin' mirror! I do remember seeing it. Ah! So you're saying... Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. Let's see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they? Ha 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 ha! Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice!
Objection!
Ah, blow it out your ear. But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection. And I'm sure a solid counter would be, we don't have proof to the contrary.
Silence!
Right, Dono? You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Ha! It's funny, because some people call him Nick. Put some more muscle into it. What? Ha 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 ha! That's right! Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. Why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly! As blank and smooth as the judge's flying scalp. There's no sense for empty flattery, alright? If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Okay. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So, if the culprits had held it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This is all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. Somebody thought this through, didn't they? No! Come back, my beautiful contradiction. That's just a thing you say now, huh, Phoenix? Okay. It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit. Ha ha ha! See how it withers before my flowers of justice? He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. Oh, he's got that badge again. In justice we trust! Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad, so very sad. But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit. Hold it. I know that he has to be full of it. Like, he has to be. So I feel nothing. I feel nothing towards his emotions. Isn't that ironic? Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an emblem on both sides of the lighter? Oh, hello. I knew it. You're lying, Detective. Pardon? You mean, yeah, my bracelet reacted to a statement about the emblem. I assume Blackwell will not, in fact, throw a bird at Apollo's face this time? He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice Dono, are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's a skill. It's a thing that I can do. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. I am very angry and bitter at the person at the witness stand, so... Alright, fine, go on. And Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Let's rock and roll! Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. Good, because it's probably going to take me a few tries to figure out what's wrong with your face. Alright, the Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Let's perceive this mess! Perceive! Alright, let's see. Let's stare directly at his big old face. As much as I want this to move slightly faster. Alright. Any eye twitches, eyebrows, nostril flaring, cleft chin, kinda doing its thing. Ear wiggles. Anything of that sort. Sweat of the brow. Nope, none of that. Alright then. It has nothing to do with his face, I'd say. Alright, maybe his hands? Let's see. Let's see if we got anything here. Gotta check it out. Alright. I know that these are a very classic and normal style of gloves, but damn it, all I see are Mickey Mouse hands. It's very distracting. Okay. I'm not seeing anything different here either. Alright, listen again. Let's take a look at his other hand. Oh. What the hell's that? Hey! What are you doing with your goddamn thumb over there? What you doing over there? What the heck's that all about? Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just... Silence. I can, and I shall. Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell. Yes, him too. I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, who am I to say no? He's scary. Must be something important. I'll allow the defense to examine the lighter. Oh, now see, that's a wonderful little reaction right there. Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Let's check every inch of this thing. The nooks, the crannies, the suspicions in between. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay, well, there do be fingerprints. But hang on, I can like... I noticed that it changed here. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button? What? What? Oh, well, that's mighty suspicious, isn't it? It transformed into something. It's a gun! We've been looking for another one of those, actually. A handle, a trigger. Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun. A what? Ain't no way a detective wouldn't have known that. A gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small. Maybe a 10 caliber? This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. Looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun? So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning and said nothing. Nothing at all. That's odd for a detective, isn't it? Lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. I'm talking some James Bond bullcrap right here. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Or at the very least, weird-ass novelty websites. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. Oh, there's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
I doubt that immensely. Whenever you mention the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where is your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. That's the double-edged sword of the perceived mechanic. It doesn't actually prove much of anything. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. It would appear that the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. Oh boy. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center are all the defendant Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof. Ah! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. I don't know if this is where we're going, but my current theory and my current question is who specifically deciphered whose prints were on the lighter in the first place. And now that we have the lighter in our person, is it at all possible that maybe, just maybe, we could, I don't know, double check? Just saying. I'm just saying, because if you are, in fact, the person that we think you are, stand to reason you might try and, lie, you know? Just saying. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair. I'm doing everything I can to just cram my anger down into my stomach, by the way. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. But calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. I sincerely doubt he buys any of this. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something so dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
What? Are you talking about the points? This is the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. Goddamn. Fashion wars. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. Sounds like you hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints of the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. And I believe that. I'm right there with you. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Again, he's the one that brought it here, and the only person to say who the fingerprints belonged to was him. So, did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I could definitely think of a few things. Yeah. It is indeed. Have a look at this. What's this? A lighter? Some kind of nonsense? Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Here we go. Ah, yes, I just happened to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case and just had them. Because that's what I do. That's a normal thing. I could always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. Yeah, how about that? If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, which would corroborate with his whole being extraordinarily friendly and accommodating to our search and our investigation, yeah, then there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? How the prints were left on it, the owner of the person. Let's actually verify. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? We definitely matched her print data. From his perspective. What about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Maybe. Yeah. What? Why would you ask about that? You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official? Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the officially sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? Yes, I do. And I want to say a whole lot worse. But I'm holding back. There's no need for such antics. Silence. All right, you want to tell me why? Your Honor, I lent my voice to the defense's request. Yeah, see, here's the problem, Fulbright. You kind of have the defense and the prosecution going against you at the exact same time. You're gonna have to do a lot to be able to beat something like that. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well, then. Bailiff! His name is Dennis. Ah, bird of my head! It appears that the official data is here. And the results? Most hummery. It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. Let's go! Yeah! The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Tarrant. Okay, that's... Okay, well, whatever! The point is, it's not Athena. Let's go! Those were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? I see. Come to think of it, wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? He just had him hold the light. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Blackwell. I actually forgot that part. I did the thingy-ding all on my own. I sure done gone and did. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. Yeah, I'll bet you did. When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood. After which, you wiped the blood off of his hand. Easy peasy style. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. Yeah, you go ahead and keep and all you friggin' want, Busta. Ain't getting you out of this. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom? Remember the killer's escape route. Remember the death-defying leapitude. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Ah! Detective Fulbright, you are the only one who could have used that escape route. Ah! Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. Ah! All right, I'll talk. I confess. Doubtful. I'm not the Phantom. Silence. Doubtful. It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. Huh? An under the cover investigator? That sounds less wholesome to me. Oh, damn it, Judge. Why you gotta be making me laugh? A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright? That's the story we're going with? That's right! I was working to track down the Phantom. But sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. What?
Objection!
You got any proof on that one, buddy? You're telling us this now? But if what you said is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbucks saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you! All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
Still a crime! But also, I call bullcrap. I don't believe you! Now you explain the fabricated lighter. That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. Did you expect me to buy that? Fulbright. What was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. So, he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is all just a bunch of hooey still. Enough. Fulbright, just tell us the Phantom's true identity. Blackwell, are you actually buying into this a little? I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There were assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom, after all. Okay. I don't know if that's a bluff or something very worrying, but I'm not gonna let it get into me. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's going to lie his way out of it now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. If we can't find a flaw in his logic, he's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wiggle free now. There! I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Oh! You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? Blackwell, what the hell? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence.
Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Great, now I'm the guy. Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But... I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. Then you just fell for his bullcrap, dude! Prosecutor Blackwell! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me. He actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me! Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again! Have you got that? Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you! Oh my god, what is actually going on? This is... Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. This is bullcrap! Oh my god, Blackwell! Of all people to fall for... I get it. I get it. He doesn't like to show his emotions, but he feels them the same as anyone else. He doesn't want to believe any of this. Okay, well, fine. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up, and Miss Sykes will go free as well. We can't end it here. Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay will get away. I know, but what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. You still committed crimes. And with that, I'm off. Somebody say something. Thank you. Athena? Athena! Let's go! The defense. No, wait, not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue. But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges, and we thank you for that. But we're not done here. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? Athena, what are you doing? I hope I don't get held in contempt of court. Is there like a clause somewhere that says there's only so many people who can stand behind a bench? I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Let's go! Are you relieved that you're no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am! And I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions? I've yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What? Does that mean we may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie? Neither does this theme song! Yeah! That's it? With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well, even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him? Bluffing it through. Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? Blackwell? Fulbright? I think you'd better have that counseling. Not you too! Hey, I can't... Even Simon Blackwell can't argue with a theme song this awesome. You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator, and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me!
Silence!
Oh, how you amuse me so. What's going on here? Was it a ruse? Was this like an underhanded tag team maneuver? Was he setting Athena up and then handed her the steel chair? Let's go! That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. I knew you'd catch on, Athena. What? Mind filling me in here? Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright, because he knew I'd noticed if there was a lack of emotions, like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? You two were working together just now? Well, they do apparently have a history. Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. Also, he's actually saying her name, and not a nickname or anything. That's nice. You got it. Time to check the instant replay. Widget mon ami, let's do this. Merci beaucoup. Let's go. That's the song. Ah! All right. What do we got? Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. He's feeling nothing. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do? This is all just a big pile of nothing. Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? I believe they call that acting. It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom Psych profile. And with a face like that, come on now. What the heck is that? Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. Oh, yo, what? What the hell? Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, Detective? Me? Well, I'm not doing anything. He's trying to hack into the Moon Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. Burn in his face! Fancy device you have there. But I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. I never thought that'd come in handy for us. Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows he's screwed. He's trying to pretend he doesn't, but he knows. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy? That's so blatant. Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There. Now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us. Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you've wounded me very deeply with that accusation. What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading. What? But he's literally crying us a river over there. Is he? My mistake. How about the? Gah! Now he's angry all of a sudden? What's he trying to pull? I think he's trying to fake emotions. Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Precisely. Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotion from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies! Seriously! So blatant! I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. A feeling I'm trying to hide? Oh, that's a good one. You're the ones who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess. Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right? You're not gonna fiddle with that watch of yours again? No, analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let Athena be the judge of that one. Me, the Phantom? No way. Oh my god, what is all this? Okay. Oh, I'm so sad, Sob. See, I told you I have emotions. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now. Is there... I'm not entirely sure here. Is there anything different? No, he just seems to feel all emotions for everything. Wait. Hang on, let me see something really quick. Let me check something. You guys need to give me a second here, okay? I think I actually might be onto something. Or my eyes were playing tricks on me. Okay, okay. Yeah! Okay! Alright, yeah, no, I get entirely what they're going for here. Yeah, no, Phoenix said it himself. He said he's trying to hide an emotion. He's trying to hide an emotion in all of this fluctuating bullcrap. Okay, guys, check this out. Check this out. This is actually really cool. Okay, you notice how all of the emotions are turning on and off over and over on all of these statements? That's true, except for this one. I think. Please be right. Yeah! Yeah! Happy, anger, and surprise keep turning off, but sadness never does! Ha! Ha! I found it! I found the one emotion you're truly feeling! What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Huh. Huh. The fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Got anything to say about that? Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel free concerning the moon rock because... I feel like, yeah, no. Even if this wasn't actually the case, I remember somebody saying it, like, outright in the game itself. That, I think it was Blackwell who said that basically, or was it Edgeworth? Either way, somebody said that a spy's greatest fear is having their identity revealed. So then, that must be the case. Of course! That's it! Okay, yeah. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true. Oh, that's not... well, I mean, this works too. I thought we were actually going to show the thing I remembered hearing. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information. Oh, well, this works too. Yeah. For all kinds of corporations and countries. Big Coca-Cola got their snipers on me, yo! If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, but even now... He's scared of being offed. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom, after all. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. And I might even know how. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity. Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Oh! What? What? Hey, whoa, whoa, hey, 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 whoa! Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. I was just trying to spy jump my way out of here. What was that bullcrap? Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? And where did he get them? And where can I get them? I want to leave. Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice, we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Wow, what the? What was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Even sociopaths have something going on in there. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Ah! Are we just ignoring the fact that he's taking swings at people now? It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Well, I admit, I don't have any conventional proof. But I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. Why? All I hear is distrust. As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. He's got Athena doubting herself. No, I gotta turn this back around. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting to the truth. What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Judge! Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. Man. But Your Honor. There, you see? Nobody believes you in your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Judge! Surely you jest. So, does this mean you'll accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. Judge! I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Then that's a win for me. No! A win for analytical psychology! Now, Mr. Phantom, you'll tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence! Yeah, because maniacal laughter in such rapid succession isn't definitely a red flag in any way whatsoever. Fine. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. Okay. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice! That's a real interesting thing you done said. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Damn! Deflected! Badass. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right, Dono? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable phantom fellow to the other world together. Teamwork! You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell? Yeah! We have a duty to bring the phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed. By covering for Athena, I allowed the phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the Law. Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies always! Why could you possibly be afraid of the moon rock? I think I know. Yeah, okay, it reminded me of the Phantom. Oh, yes, oh, he has my family. Oh, odds and bodkins. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all.
Objection!
I call bullcrap. Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course! That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. You know, there's a surprisingly large amount of blood inside the human hand, actually. Would be kinda unfortunate if someone trying to keep their secret identity might have, left a whole load of DNA evidence all over the place. You know, I'm just saying, if that were to happen, well, I don't know. Maybe even a super duper ultra mega super spy would, well, let's just say be a little worried, you know? He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes, but I tried again. And this time you got him, didn't you? I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. We even have evidence of that. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene. I mean, if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? I think we can, maybe. Of course not. Yeah, okay. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me! Stop doing that! What this court needs is a bully-free zone. No bully! No go, bully! The infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Well, I'm glad you at least find some merit in it. Come now, ready it with me and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Ah, burn my face, burn my face! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right. But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then. All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Interesting. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. Cool, alright, why? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that? Don't worry, Phoenix, don't worry. A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. I can't snap my fingers, but I do know what's going down. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tell us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. What's something? Where's a place that he could have put it where it would have been gone for that many years? Think that one over. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? I already know! So, can you prove you can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. What? Sorry, I mean, what? Man, those are getting faker and faker. In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. Let's friggin' go! Okay. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago.
Take that!
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket? The very same. He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So, there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day. And why... You know what? Honestly, that might straight up just be the basis for literally everything at this point, wouldn't it? All of this is happening, like, when you think about it, why go back to this place and do essentially the same crime again? What was the goal? I mean, the only difference between that specific time and earlier was the fact that the capsule was gone. But now that the capsule is back, a problem has returned, and something needed to be done about it. Makes sense! Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happens, the moon rock would have been launched into space along with the rocket. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was... Glad you're picking up on it there. Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. He sent that sucker into space! It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe! What? Dang, I got you guys on that one too? Man, I just blew everyone's minds. Let's go! Order in the court! I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat One anyway. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later. Friggin' oops, dude, with the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So, he killed Clay just so we could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, all he could do was just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung onto that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath. Badass. This is funny. You make me laugh, you really do. Oh, he's totally out of whack now. Man is completely cuckoo, crazy pants. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit! I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you! I am not the Phantom! The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes! A trap! I'm not sure what to think. Suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, the trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap! That's what makes a trap a trap! I've been framed into taking the blame of the Phantom! Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order!
Silence!
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But no more! I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now! I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell! What? You guys aren't really... Hi, Edgeworth! It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Great time for them, honestly. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good news. What? Why would you frame that as good news? But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you had best brace yourselves. Suddenly I'm very worried. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then, does this mean... Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. Holy crap. An imposter?! This man Who in the world is he? Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. Whoa! What the? No! His face! A mask? Oh, look what you did to my mask. What is the meaning of this, witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. What the hell? What? Wait, but that's... Hey, Apollo, yup. It's me, Solomon Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom King. What?
Silence.
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. He's just trying to confuse me! Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
This is weird. Not so fast. I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it'll prove that you're the Phantom. What's happening now? Oh, it's time for you to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means? That voice, those words. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, piss off! Piss off with all of it. You will not make me have to see that smile again. I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. Professor Means? He's literally in prison. His mask? I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence. What? Hey, what? Huh? Thievery! Time to take out the trash. Permanently. How could you? Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence.
This is such horse crap. How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. But that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Perhaps it is really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. How long have you been doing this? I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? He bleeds. That's enough proof from me. And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. I don't think I said that right. I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. Yeah, I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a Phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope Capsule. I think I'll do just that. Get ready, because the Hope Capsule is about to seal your... Fine! much! It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. It looks like you finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. Literally everything was accounted for. Ah! So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. We really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
Bullcrap, bullcrap, bullcrap! And the defense will continue to assert that you're the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof! Or at least a prayer! Wow. I don't know if Phoenix has ever been that open about the fact that he doesn't actually have anything before. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? Good lord. I know, I'm trying! There's only one thing that can unmask this menace, the moon rock. That was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. Has it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? Very well, Mr. Wright. Let me see your proof. What evidence will prove the Phantom's identity? I need proof that they're still part of... Well, how about that? You know, it was a pretty unreliable plan when you really get down to it, huh? Okay then!
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? That I am. Yes, Your Honor. They looked about and they grabbed every single little tiny piece they could. They thought that chunk of the rock was a part of the bomb. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, here.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat One. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh my, yes, I see it! It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible. Explain how. I'm surprised to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Did you just make a pun? Did you do that on purpose? Oi. Let's have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing. Thank you, Bird. Prosecutor Blackwell, what did the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed... Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom!
Objection!
What? Huh? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Oh, no. Huh? Oh, do not even! Ah, that's so weird! I hate it! Ah! Why, though? It was a pretty good objection, too, don't you think? Oh, I hate it! I hate this! No! Now he's me? How did you even get that mask? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? What? No! Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean, the witness, Mr. Wright. Could this trial get any more insane? I don't know. It's kind of ramping up to look that way. Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it, how can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? How many moon rocks were there? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
That's dumb. What? Don't be You are desperate. Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragments with the rock in the newspaper article. How many moon rocks are there? Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
Stop doing that! But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. Black and yellow? It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
This is stupid! But your blood was found on one of the fragments! Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. Everything is suspicious about that! And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. That's so dumb. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers had to force their biggest smiles. How dare you! You're the last person I want to hear that from. Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. Why not? Yeah, why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they're from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. No! You know, this is gonna be really great. There's really no way to prove it? Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
Yeah, no. I think Phoenix knows it too. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. He does know what I know. Hell yeah, Phoenix! There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. And even, admittedly, if I didn't actually figure this one out, it's the only piece of evidence in our inventory we haven't used for anything yet. So it has to be the answer! The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? Hey, Athena, how could you not know? We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. Oh, okay. All right, you want to play hardball? This piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost? Boom. Who'd have thought something so stylish would be so useful? But just about the only things my mother left me with are widget. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah! Oh! You mean? There we go. It took you a little bit, but you got there, girl. You got there. Back pats. Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock. What? All this time? It was right here all along? So it would seem. No. It can't be. If the composition of the bombed fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it'll prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood in the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do. Ah! She's bursting at the seams with it. I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run from myself when there's nothing inside? Nothing at all!
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me? Is this? No. Ah! Oh, that's disturbing. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear! You can't outrun yourself! Remove that mask and unleash your emotions! confront your guilt head on! With your own true face! That is so cool. My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet, honest. My own true face. I don't have one. My face, my face, my face. Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it. No! This isn't me either! Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I? Whoa! A sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright's, or his imposter, doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, it was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Right to Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombing at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all those things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank God he didn't die, then. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's finally time to bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to our proper place? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for letting me get away with that, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty. I don't think any of these characters have, like, smiled like that at the end like this before. Court is adjourned! Man, using the timestamps. It has been a long day. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She really was. She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you! Trucy, you're not murdered! Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. Damn good straight at you! Let's go! That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Throw it onto the pile. Edgeworth. Never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the ones who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? Eh? So you figured it out, did you? Probably would have took longer otherwise. Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. This is true. This is very true. Hey, Edgeworth. We can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end. Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust toward the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. You're gonna have one sullen old man face, you know that? So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll bet. The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athena? I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. Yeah, I'll say. Had you gotten your actual, lawyer's badge, at the appropriate age, it would have been way too late. Girl literally brute forced herself into being a prodigy. That is amazing. I'm so glad I made it in time. Oh my god. Just barely. But I still made it. Oh, my heart. Ow. Whoa, hello. Atta girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Yes. I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Eh? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. God damn. Oh, looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off. You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. You know, I gotta say, I really honestly do. The competition is steep. But this is easily in contention. This is up there. This one is up there. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Wright Anything Agency. Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help. You're right. And I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. My heart is full! Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, if we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law to a close. Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate! with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Eh? Gotta get them noodles. Nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Wright Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? What? Huh. As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. What? I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman? Guys? Under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Say it, Phoenix. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair! I want to say it too! Okay, here we go.
Objection!
This game was so good! I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back, so I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Wright Anything Agency after all. Ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between, that was Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies. I loved it! Athena and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. But I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Here, maybe I should go with the hot as the sun red peppers instead. She's down bad. Let's go! I'm so happy I finally got to play this. Oh, a long time coming. Worth it. So worth it. The end of the dark age of the law, you say? How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Oh! Ah! Freaking loser! Get the hell out of here! I don't know, maybe it's recency bias, but I think this is one of my favorites. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it is. I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Ten Mataro. He's scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next, though. What to do? A fight to the finish with myself? Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the amazing Ninetales, too? That's not a bad idea. I bet he'd be all for it. Ka-ka-ka-ka! So we are to meet as foes, are we, my little friend? Apollo's gonna wrestle. Let's go! Would you believe it? I'm Alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex QB for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, you! What do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? Ah! The jig's up! Better make a run for it! Crikey! Better leg it! There's not a case I disliked here at all. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law. So I'm studying for the bar exam. I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. You'll S-E-E. I'm studying my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm gonna pass the Themis entrance exam on my own merit. With a score of 100 points, of course. Phew! Juniper! Our dream will live on forever! Athena really was the perfect addition to this cast. I'm just gonna say it outright. I found a really sweet box for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is it because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? Anyway, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper's future is as bright as could be. Now let's see what that fresh blood have to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy. I don't know what else to say. Who's this dude? The one-night-only reunion concert. I still remember that evening of passion. Phrase it differently, please. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now. I admit, a musical turnabout. would actually be pretty dope. I have to give him credit for that. I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once her training is over, it simply must be done. Speaking of, I'm so happy I got to see Pearl and Edgeworth again. I don't know if that was like something people were deliberately doing to mislead me that I'd never see anybody ever again, but I appreciate it if so. Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the Hat 3 rocket has already officially begun. Look upon me, people of the great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director. Yeah, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You just leave everything to me. Assistant Director, Yuri Cosmos. Were you demoted or was that always your job? Drama bomb. I hope you all really enjoyed this. You always seem to be pretty fond when I play this series, and I'm glad of it. I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or Mommy's Nettis came to the moon, I'd love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Montes Prianus or the Mare Tranquilitas? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray! I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to. Oop, that's a... Alright, that's a masochistic robot right there. Imagine beating a robot so bad it develops a kink. Good lord. Oh, sorry. Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time! For me and for Clay! Thanks to my lawyers, I know I should never give up. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space. In fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Yay, I got to do it one more time. Let's go. Oh. No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting for a long time. What sort of case brings you here? Your father was accused, and you wish for Athena to defend him? Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. I suppose so. Alright, I admit, Blackwell's kinda neat. Now that I know everything there is to know about him. He's still an eccentric weirdo who really needs to dial it back, but okay. Look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Ah! Please forgive me! Ha! Get Schmeckledorfed, pain! Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecution's office to light. It would seem solving that case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude. But I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. Man, Phoenix just keeps on, like, currying favors from damn near everybody in his life. It's pretty fantastic. Oh. I love the new characters. I love the music. I love the new mechanics. God, what more do you really need me to say, honestly? This is an extraordinarily good game. I normally don't like bringing this sort of thing up, but I guess it's relevant, so I'm just gonna have to say it because I want to make my opinion known. I've heard people call this game mid, or a disappointment, or the low point in the franchise. Okay, are you blind, deaf, and stupid? Did you actually play this game? What the hell is in this game that could cause that kind of reaction? I don't even want to hear it from anybody. Say whatever the hell you want. My opinion is my own, and this is one of the best. Straight up, flat out, no question. Oh my god. I don't know how much longer the credits are gonna go for, so I guess I have to say my goodbyes for now. I have been the Maxifute Trades. I sincerely hope you enjoyed the adventures we just went on, and that you look forward to whatever the next ones we end up on are. I am excited. I have a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of games to play, and I hope that some of you will join me for as many of those as possible. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you all next time for a brand new Let's Play. And I think we all know what it'll be. Until then.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine! Just believe in yourself!
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right!
I love this series so goddamn much. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache, honesty as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. Smart man. Smart man.